Hey folks, it's me again, Mike. I'm back, just as you expected, or feared, I suppose. And we're back for, I think this is part 7 of my Final Fantasy III Let's Play. If you've been following along with me so far, hey, congratulations, there's not many of you. But you may remember last episode we battled our way through the Magitech research facility. We rescued, quote-unquote, very quote-unquote, a bunch of espers from the Empire, one of whom turned out to be Terra's father, who was able to rouse her from her catatonic state, so she's rejoined the party. Where we are right now probably doesn't look anything like where we wrapped up. But I wanted to check in on one last thing before we move the plot forward, and that is something really neat, which is that the auction house is open. I couldn't remember exactly what part of the story you were able to get back into the auction house in the town of Jydor, but there's some really cool stuff you can do here, and if you're seeing the screen now, we can bid on the Magicite Golem. There's actually two Magicites here. I don't know if they offer them both at this point in the game, but we can definitely get Golem now. So I just wanted to show you folks what the auction house looks like and kind of how that plays out. It's I mean, it's not really like an auction. I mean, you really just have to decide, do you want to pay a lot of money for this thing? Wow, 15,000, is that much at this point in the game? Well, we're going to buy Golem because he's very important and we need him, so... Well, we don't need him, but... Yay, we did it. 20,000 gold. That's a lot, but we got Golem. So yeah, I mean, you really just decide if you want to buy what they're selling. Golem's a pretty good Esper. He teaches a bunch of different curative and protective magic. He also offers a stamina bonus when you level up. He's also one of the few Espers. We may actually... I almost never summon the Espers during battle because they're usually... I mean, they're one shot. They're usually not worth it. Whoa, who beat the hell out of Locke? No, whatever. They're usually not worth it, but Golem is actually one of the few Espers that is kind of worth it. He puts up a little shield. Actually, he does this in most of the games when you can summon him. He puts up a little shield and he will block a decent amount of physical damage that comes in at you. I mean, straight up just block it, like you won't take any damage. And you only need to summon him. I don't think he wears off, really, so he's actually a pretty decent one to summon during battle, so... At some point, we'll bring Golem out. I don't think the other Esper is for sale right now, but I want to check and just see what else they're selling. If it's like a hero ring or something, that might be pretty useful. What's in it? What's in it? That's not worth it. I think Charb Down gives you auto float, which that's not worth a relic slot. Nope, I'll pass. Thanks, folks. So if you don't bid enough, somebody else will buy it. I can't remember. There might be a reason you don't actually want to bid that first time, because you can get it for cheaper or something. But whatever. We've still got tons of money, so it doesn't really matter. Just check one or two more times to see if there's anything interesting. I think you can't get the second Esper till like the second chunk of the game, but we'll see. We'll check out once or twice. Oh. So there's, along with the items that you can buy, there are these like dummy items. You can't actually buy this guy. Watch, I'll show you. So whenever this whiny kid starts acting up, get ready to not get whatever this is. Yeah, I'll buy a talking chocobo for 10,000 gold. 500,000. Even if you have 500,000, you cannot outbid this man. The game just won't let you because they don't they don't want you running around with talking chocobos. Right, we'll check one more time in case there's a couple other, along with the espers, there's a couple other good items that pop up from time to time. And some of these espers, there's like espers that you can buy at this point in the game. They're very expensive, and they'll often be cheaper in the second half of the game, but really we've got a lot of money, and it's you know, yeah, all right, we're done after this. We've got a lot of money, and it's pretty useful to have them around now. Like, I think you remember the last episode ended, I bought the Srafrim Esper, I don't know how you pronounce that, but I bought that from that shady guy out in the woods for 3,000 gold. That's a really useful Esper to have right early in the game, so it's definitely worth it. Alright, let's get out of here. Come on. Okay, we will be back later in the game. So now we're heading back to Narsh, the town of Narsh, to check in, because that's what the plot told us to do. So yeah, we've got our airship now. We can explore pretty much the... Oops. Lost track of where I am. Here we go. You can explore pretty much the whole world. There's not a lot of really exciting things you can do right at the moment, though. Even if you go to the towns where the next, like where the plot advances, it won't actually advance until you go talk to the elder. Uh-oh, we're under arrest. Remember back at the beginning when we were just scrapping with these fellows in the street? Remember the good times? I would friggin' hope so after after the Empire attacked you. We're filling in Bannon. Bannon's our unofficial team leader right now, even though he just hangs out in this town for the rest of the game. Remember Bannon? Remember when we had Bannon in our party? He'd give us free heals. Narsh is a wealthy town, apparently. So we got the weapons, we got the cash, we just need the soldiers. I don't know if you have Terra in your party at that point, if it changes anything. So here's the role Terra was literally born to play. She has to help the Espers team up with the humans so that everybody can fight back against that awful empire. Yeah, some thematic coherency here. Plot coherency. It's nice when things make sense. Alright, so now we have to... I think they're going to make me reform the... No. I thought they were going to make me reform my party at this point. Oh, that ended the music, too. Good buddy Arvis rescued Terra at the beginning of the game. Alright, well, we will have to put Terra in the party. They're not going to let us just... wander in there without her. But there's one fun thing we gotta do first. Remember that one locked treasure chest? Probably not, because I barely touched upon it, but... What? Who is this fellow? Ah! get you. No. He took our treasure. After him, fellows. He's making all sorts of weird sounds. So yeah, you can totally miss this. I don't know if you remember Lone Wolf either. We talked with him for about 2 seconds back towards the beginning of the game when he was imprisoned in Figaro with a bunch of other thieves. Oh, shoot, I didn't point it out, but you may have noticed, so Lone Wolf is over there on the east. There was a weird-looking thing. We'll see it on the way back out. There was a weird-looking thing that was... oh, yeah, there he is, up at the north. Wonder what that's about. I think this is the way. These monsters are well below our strength level at this point in the game. I'm not going to use Setzer's slot too much right now because I can kill these guys in other ways, and there is always the off chance that the slot will kill me. I've played this game probably 24 times, and I've never had that happen, but now that I've said it, I've brought it into reality. It's like the secret. Oh, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but these preemptive strikes, every once in a while, you'll just get everybody starts the battle with their initiative bar filled. You just get to attack first. I mean, you're obviously not getting to see it, but I believe you start the battle with your initiative bar filled, and the enemy starts it with theirs totally empty. Is there still no, save point's gone. Alright. Oh no, there he is. Gasp, he's got a Moogle. And you gotta be a real dirtbag to take these bat teddy bears hostage. Oh, he's rallied. What now? Almost looks like he's dancing. Alright. Everyone's hanging by their fingers. Let's help our Moogle friend first. He spoke just like a real people. And here we go. Even though we've interacted with him before, he killed a boss for us at the beginning of the game. We stole a bunch of equipment from him, and he's been giving us tutorials throughout. We now have officially recruited Mog. There he is. He's joining our party. That's about the limit of the explanation you get for him about why he is joining your party. Take this, I'm gonna leap to my death. And that's the end of Lone Wolf the Pickpocket. There Mog goes to wait on the airship. There's the frozen Esper. Yeah, that's about the limit of of Mog's backstory, plot relevance. Yeah, he stops giving us tutorials now, too, because he's in the party. But, so you can do two things there. If you help pull Lone Wolf up, Mog falls, and it's really sad. But he doesn't die. He will join your party again. You can find him in the game's second half. I would guess probably the correct thing to do, whatever that means, is to rescue Lone Wolf and let Mog fall, and just recruit Mog later on in the game. Because there might be other ways to get golden hairpins. Golden hairpins are really good relics, especially for your magic users. There's a lot of good relics in the game. It's fine. You can find other stuff later. There's a better relic than a golden hairpin that you can find in unlimited quantities. It's very difficult to obtain, but you can do it. And it's just sad to lose Mog. We'll look at his stats in a little momentarily. He's going to get my free heal. If you hold down the button, it just keeps making the sound. It's a little weird. I'm gonna resist my compulsive saving just for you folks. All right, let's go set up our party. So we're gonna go storm the sealed gate to unleash the Espers to get them to help us. But before we do that, we gotta set up our party. It's not a hard. Oh, there he is running around. It's not a hard dungeon per se. There's everybody. Terra, Mog. Mog can allegedly talk, as we just saw, but this is about the limit of what he's going to say to us for the rest of the game. So, yeah, Mog is actually quite a bit higher level than everybody else, right? Well, it's a decent amount. He's got way more hit points, even than Sabin, our resident bruiser. So, let's set up our party. We need Terra. As always, we'll take the bros because they're a reliable team. And let's take Mog along just for fun. We'll try him out. We're not really going to use him a lot for the rest of the game, but he's decently useful at this point when his hit points are high, and we can play around with his dance abilities a little bit. So there's our team, and let's unequip everyone who's not in the party now, so we can get all of their gear and relics and just get everybody set up. So most important, we want to give Terra some decent gear because she hasn't been with us for a while. We are going to give her the Celis setup. She's a little bit more magic focused, where Celis is a little bit more physical focused. But for now, we're going to focus on Terra's physical prowess. We're actually going to give her that drain. We'll give her that drain blade for right now. I know that is kind of a wonky sword, but if we need to, we can switch her to one of the elemental swords. But that's a pretty good setup for her right now. And we want to equip Mog. Yeah, that's we really don't need to reinvent the wheel with him. He's a spear wielder. But now we can give everybody their necessary espers. So I think I had said earlier, Terra does keep learning magic just throughout the game, but it's not a bad idea to give her some things to assist with that. We want something that just stick her with Stray for right now while Sabin is using... I think that's everybody. Yeah, we'll stick her with Stray to boost her magic power a little bit while she levels up. We do eventually want to have everybody sit with Straffram for a little while so that they can gain all these fairly useful curative spells. And good old Mog, he's not going to have any magic. Who's the one... give him a nice strength boost for right now. He doesn't really need it, but eventually we will... I'll talk a little bit about Mog's abilities, but what's everybody using for relics right now? Yeah, that's pretty good. Mog will need some relics, though. Let's see what we can give him. Eventually, I've talked a little bit about Mog's dancing capabilities. Actually, you know what? Yeah. We'll make Mog our unofficial Dragoon for right now. Actually, let me check one thing, too. Just want to go to one of the before well, we're heading this way anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Before we go to the sealed cave, just gonna pop into one of the Empire towns to make sure that Mog has the best weapon that he can use right now. I'll do a few little fun things first too. Make sure everybody's got the best gear. So Mog's abilities, I touched upon it. You may not remember, obviously, way back at the beginning of the game. Mog's special ability is Dance. He is a dancer class. Alright, that is better, so I'm going to buy that for him right now. You know, rather than... child dogfights over here. Rather than just gassing on about it, I will. I'll show you how this whole thing works. Let's go out here for a minute, and let's just get into a random battle. Now we're fighting the Joker. We had Mog do his leap instead. We've turned him into a Dragoon, so he's a Dancer Dragoon high. Well, he never came back down. Okay, so Mog mastered a new dance. So when Mog fights on different types of territory, and when I say territory, I mean like background area, so he fought in like plains areas now. He will learn dances for that territory. He's got the Wind Song and the Dusk Requiem right now. Actually, I think I'm probably going to kill these guys before Mog gets a chance to dance. But we'll see. Okay, no, he got it off. So he will, when he does that, that was crummy. Yeah, maybe we will switch her back to the elemental weapon. So when he dances, he goes into kind of a berserker state where he will just keep using those dance abilities ad infinitum. Early in the game, that's not so bad because... Whoa, that's a lot of guys. It's not so bad because those are pretty powerful abilities. Later on, they become... oh no, he fell! Later on, they become a bit more, or a bit less reliable, in which case he's much more useful just as a pure physical attacker, being kind of our super Dragoon. There's some relics you get later that are pretty useful for making him into a kind of super Dragoon. So he's learned from his first battle way back at the beginning of the game, he learned the cave dance. Now he just learned the plains dance and the forest dance. So you notice he fell there. I didn't actually screw anything up. Dance has a potential to fail, and it is much higher when you attempt to do a dance that is not the type of territory that you were fighting on. So since I wasn't fighting on plains and I tried to do the plains dance, it goofed up. But see, when you actually pull it off, it changes the background to that type of territory. I think that was some kind of remedy spell that he does. Oops, and I goofed my blitz up. I wonder why that worked so much better for Locke. Yeah, we'll switch her back to the elemental weapons. Anyway. So yeah, you can see he keeps doing this Harvester ability, which is, I think it's just like a remedy spell. It's pretty useless right now since nobody's been hit with any status effects. So, don't really like the random element in these games. So eventually we will be converting Mog into his Super Dragoon form. Probably. Oh, he didn't learn the desert dance because I changed what was going on. All right, let's change her gear. I'm gonna change it to the Blizzard Blade for right now, because the place we're going, I think enemies have higher fire abilities. You know what, I'm gonna actually switch him over to Straffin for the time being. He'll learn those spells a little faster, and he's not gonna level up anytime soon, so he's not gonna risk... Whoops. He's not gonna risk missing the bonuses. I know I briefly touched upon it before, but a lot of the Espers have stat bonuses that they give you when you level up. So you want to just make sure that the appropriate character has the appropriate Esper equipped when they level up. It's not super vital. I mean, there's so many ways to break this game. But gives everybody a little boost. Makes your characters more powerful. Oops. I think this guy's business model's a bit busted since his he gives everything away for free to his customers. Alright. Here we go. Actually, I do think I need to... I don't think it's going to let me land here. I think I can land here, though. This is where we need to go right now. Alright. Now, Imperial soldiers. But first... gotta raid the treasures because they're... Oh, yeah, I know. This is locked. There's actually a sort of weird mini game you have to do later to unlock that that treasure chest. That door. So we're back in Imperial territory, but for whatever reason, there's nobody here. They must all be on their lunch breaks. I'm sure it's fine. Alright, now I am going to compulsively save. As we're going into the dungeon. And this is... I mean, none of these... Wow, that's fast. None of these dungeons are long, but... So long, buddy. But as far as Final Fantasy VI dungeons go, this one's a little bit longer for this point in the game. So, it'll take a little bit of time. There's also a lot of really, really good treasure in here. That's Cyan's next weapon, although I think we actually already... we stole that from one of the bosses. So I think he's already got it. These guys are all probably dead anyways. Whoa, yeah, these are undead, so they take quite a bit of damage from Sabin's Orbold. And you'll notice Terra's Blizzard Blade there did quite a bit of damage, because like I said, there's a lot of... Alright, this is kind of a weird... Why are they not moving? Whoops, that was the wrong one. Yeah, these are supposed to move, thank you. Oh, shoot, alright, well. You actually do take damage when that happens, so... no, not much, though. Gotta remember how to do this. There we go. You screw it up and you fall into the lava and you take a bunch of damage. It's not a big deal, though. There it is. That snare attack is... Oh, it didn't work on him. Interesting. It's a one-hit kill, and it tends to have a pretty high success rate against enemies at this point in the game. Fire Dance might have killed those guys, but whatever. potion, useful. I'm gonna use mostly Edgar for healing at this point. I gotta remember how to get over here. It's this way? Yes. Coin toss. That is a fairly useful relic for... ooh, actually, that's not where I wanted to go. Oh, yes it is. Whoops. No, it's not. That's a fairly useful relic for... oh, these are the stronger enemies here. They are weak against Holy, though, so... Oh, and I actually think these guys are... they're strong against Blizzard, so... There we go. Those are among the stronger enemies that you'll run into here, so... but now we just want to depart from this section. I think it's this way. There we go. Alright, let's beat it. Okay. Whole bunch of puzzles in here, too. These Ings are a little bit on the stronger side, too. But they are also undead, and therefore weak against Horribolt. But being undead, they are strong against Blizzard, so Terra's weapons will not be quite as effective. Oh, that cave-in attack is basically like the spell... It's kind of like the spell Demi, I think, in that you will never be able to kill anyone with cave-in. You can only deal like a percentage amount of their hit points, and then it also gives them that... forget what it's called, but it's that poison, not poison status effect, where their hit points go down, but they're not gradually, but they're not technically poisoned. And I think, nice, good job, Mog. Hence the drawbacks to the chaotic nature of his spells. Doesn't help if you heal our enemies for us. Nice, and we've handily divvied up all of that damage. Oh, she killed him. Oh, nice, and there's the... I mentioned a while back the... what's it called? Oop. The hand just went right along with it. The Zephyr Cape, how that will randomly block attacks for you, so when you see somebody do that little, like, Olay move... oh, she learned the life spell just by leveling up. But when you see somebody do that little waving the cape in the way, that means that they use the Zephyr Cape to avoid taking damage there. I can't remember, so there are certain... We're using a lot of one-hit kills here. Sometimes the undead enemies can actually revive from those, but I guess these guys can't, because we've killed a few of them with Snare, and it didn't make any difference. Okay, I think we want to trigger this thing, which will... somewhat of a higher random encounter rate here, which... It's great because these guys are really strong. Oh, I haven't even mentioned, I'll show this off in a little bit. Terra has a new ability now that she's come to terms with her, well, quote-unquote, come to terms with her Esper half. She has Morph. That guy just got one hit killed. Well, we tried to use it, but it's not going to work. We'll show that ability, though. That's her That's her new, like, character class ability. Let me just check everybody's stats, make sure. Ooh, alright, so we want to switch Mog to a different Esper right now. Because he's going to gain a level with the next fight, and we want him to gain strength instead of nothing. Alright, I think I need to do this. Yes, alright. And there we go. So I wanted that treasure chest. Again, I think these guys are probably going to be dead by the time Terra's turn comes around. Well, yeah, I'm not going to waste more for right now. Like I said, I think they're going to be dead anyways. Yeah, so these one-hit kills do seem, even though these guys are undead, it does seem to be working okay on them. Later on, there will be enemies that will not work that way, in which case our one-hit kills will actually be working against us because they will be reviving these folks at full health. We'll keep her on Stray right now so she can... Genji Glove. We've already got one of those, but later on in the game, having multiples will be useful. Once we've really recruited everybody for good... Oops. Did I just attack with Edgar? No. Sorry, my recording equipment has been having some issues lately, so sometimes my TV cuts out every once in a while. So later on in the game, once everybody really and truly has... Oh, neat. Well, so that was the Break Blade triggering the... what's it called? The spell Break, which turns people to stone, but it doesn't tend to work on undead enemies. What's Edgar using for a... Oh, he's already learned all the spells, but that's okay, because then he just gained that MP boost. Let's switch him over to Golem for right now. We can summon Golem too at some point, so you can see that. We need some eye drops, because she actually does need to attack. Once everybody's permanently in our party, forever and ever, we're going to want to equip them and kind of keep them all equipped with their gear and not be switching gear every time we need a battle party. So we're going to want to have a few different Genji Gloves, because a few of our more physical-focused characters will be dual-wielding, like Celis and probably Shadow, too. I like making him an actual ninja. Is it gonna work? Turn him to stone? No. That tends to have, like I said, low success rate against zombies. This Terra just gaining levels, gaining magic power. I think that's There's an Esper later on in the game that I think gives like a 3-point magic boost, that's who we're gonna have her sitting with for most of the game. Okay, 3 switches here. One of these drops a fairly strong enemy that will attack me, and one of them opens a door that I want. Oh, he learned all the spells too. I want to switch him to somebody else. What's his status look like right now? Yeah, he can probably sit with somebody to teach some cure magic, maybe. A little bit of healing will be good for... Oh, there he is. That was the enemy. It's a ninja. You know what? Let's summon Golem, just so you can see him. I don't know if we'll actually get a chance to see that at all. But here he comes. And And it's kind of neat. He's like a little steampunk golem this time around. I don't think it's going to matter, though, because, yeah, you can kill this guy. Well, that's the end of him. I don't know what he was talking about right there. Hey, and it's a save point. And there's a tent, look at that. We really don't need to worry about that, but you know what? We got a free tent, and we stole about 1 million tents from those soldiers back in the day, so why the heck not? We'll get a free full heal. And we'll, Final Fantasy Tactics taught me to always save in 2 slots when you're in places that you might not be able to leave. One of these switches we don't want to use. But making short work of these fellows. I guess I could have used Morph at this point. Morph's a weird ability. But we'll talk about it a little bit as time goes on. Mog has learned life. He's still using, yeah, Remedy. Remedy's really one of the more useful spells because it will cure every status ailment. So it makes a lot of our that junk that we're lugging around to cure status ailments kind of useless. You'll probably notice there's a lot of ethers in the treasure chests here. I've never heard this spoken of in an interview or anything, but let's do Morph and see what that is. I'm going to assume that's kind of because now you've got all these espers, you're learning a lot of spells. They want you to start using magic a bit more. Which, hey, look at that. So now she turns into her Esper form, and it dramatically boosts all of her stats. But you can see there's now another meter that's actually running down, which is probably going to run out before her turn comes up. Yeah, look, it really boosts her stats, so she does a lot more damage when she's morphed. Once that meter runs out, though, she reverts back to her normal state. And the weird way that ability works is the less often you use it. So if you use Morph less, the meter runs down slower, or I guess the more sensible way to say that would be that the more often you use Morph, the faster that meter runs down. So you actually want to kind of save it for like boss fights or times when you're really stuck in a pinch. Oh, whoops. Well, Sabin missed out on gaining a stat boost there. Oh well. Again, you don't have to really micromanage this stuff. Your stats are going to be plenty beefy by the end of the game anyways. I think we need to... Before we step on any of these floor switches, I think we want to get that treasure chest, because I think we can get blocked off by accident if we hit the switches too fast. These guys have a lot of hit points, so that cave-in spell ability looks more effective than it really is. Back when some stories of Little Mike. Back when I first started playing this game, I obviously could not wrap my head around stats or anything like that. So I tended to just view everybody's hit points as being the most important things. Alright, did he just learn Remedy? Is that what I remembered seeing? Yes. Alright, so we're going to switch him to a different Esper. Yeah, this one for right now. Those are some interesting spells. We're going to actually switch Edgar to Straffram, because that's more important at the moment. How's everybody's status doing? Anybody about to gain a level? Ooh, yeah, Mog is. So let's check him. Yeah, we can have him gain a hit point boost. That's not bad. And Edgar can gain some... yeah, let's go over here and grab this. I think that was important. For various reasons. Let's go down here for a second real quick. Grab this thing. There's certain ways you can get locked off from stuff, and I don't want that to happen. Anyway, yeah, so Kid Mike back in the day really didn't understand how stats or any of this stuff worked, so he tended to just view hit points as being the be-all and end-all of a character's value. So Mog, for most of the early game, was a constant party member because he tends to have higher hit points than everybody else. Oops, didn't work. Drawbacks of the insta-kill. We're making very short work of these enemies here. Everybody get their stat boosts. Yeah, he, though, want him to gain magic, but not for a while. I think this cave has some really good stuff in it. Yeah, this is the big one. Whoops. There's a fairly tricky boss a little bit later in the game where you've got a smaller party, one of whom is Edgar, and it being a boss, it is not vulnerable to instant kills, but the chainsaw deals quite a bit more damage than his other tools. So I remember there was a time that I was fighting that boss that it was like every attack was an insta-kill. Oops, forgot to open that one. Magicite. So that's... okay. So two important things we just picked up here. Magicite. That is not like a Magicite, like a specific Esper's Magicite. That is a generic expendable item that you can use. It's kind of a weird thing. You just use it once and it will summon a random Esper in battle. I don't think I've ever used those items ever. The second, much more important thing that we just picked up is this Atmo Weapon, which... in later translations is referred to as the Ultima Weapon. It is, in a lot of ways, the best weapon, the best sword in the game. You may be wondering then why I didn't equip somebody with it. It's the best sword in the game, but not right at the moment. It actually will... it does more damage. Oh, this is good. This is a fire attack, and I think it might even have some holy. This is going to deal a lot of it. Oh, no! I was wrong. I guess it's an ice attack, then. Or a dark attack, maybe. Anyway, it draws its strength based on the wielder's hit points. Oops. Somebody forgot to mute their phone. And at this point, nobody's hit points are really high enough for that to do much damage. So we're going to just sit on that for a little while. Alright, hold on a second, because there's definitely another thing over here. So we're saving that. That is going to be most likely Celis's endgame weapon, or not even endgame, maybe like halfway through. Is this the trap one? Yeah, well, it's alright. We already hit that switch, so we should be okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna really kill myself too. I think that's gonna heal him too. Oh no. Weird. Maybe these guys have slightly different... They must have slightly different elemental properties. You should have killed the other one. I love how they're blinding the only character that is actually impacted at all by it. You know what they're doing. I think Edgar just learned all of Gollum's spells. I'm going to keep using these eye drops because they're cheap and I don't want to waste people's magic on casting an expensive remedy spell. Alright, how's everybody doing for... She still has to learn that. He's still wearing a few spells. What other espers can we switch into that might be useful? Yeah, a little strength boost won't hurt Edgar. Yeah, he's still wearing these. So these spells, Doom, Bio, and Break. Doom is an instant kill. Bio is poison. And Break is... Yeah, we already talked about it with the Break Blade. It's the stone spell. We want at least a few people to learn Doom early in the game for a specific reason. That damn it, Sabin, kill somebody else. We want at least a few people to learn Doom because at this early stage in the game, there's a pretty useful reason for it. Oops, that was an accident. Doesn't matter, we're still really tearing through these guys. Now we're actually almost at the end of this dungeon. Ooh, devised a new blitz. I wonder what that one was. Those revifies are not super important right now, but yeah, what did he learn? Which one is that? Is that Mantra? Might be Mantra, which is actually kind of useful. These junk magicite things. I think we're actually almost to the end here. Went faster than I thought. So maybe we'll do the next part of the game too. Wasn't sure quite how far we'd get today. Yeah, we're in the home stretch now. We don't have to walk back out, so... leveling up. Here we go. This is it. Kind of a neat little graphical shot here. Uh-oh. It's an ambush. I know I've talked a little bit about how sometimes when you fight Kefka, he's like the big Amano-looking sprite, and sometimes he's the little squatty body character here. So, it's been revealed that this was all an elaborate plot. The whole game up to this point has just been to trick us into doing exactly what we're doing right now. They're setting this up like it's a mini game, but it's absolutely not. Actually, you know what? Hold on one second. Let me do this instead. No, he's not going to do that. You can actually kill Kefka in this fight. Yeah, as soon as you deal damage to him once, the fight's over. If Mog does his snare, it actually still has a really high success rate. And will actually kill Kefka. It doesn't change the plot at all, but you just see him get sucked down, and then he's just like lying on the ground. It's kind of funny. That was fast. Now we get to see, so these sprites that are crashing around are some of the other espers. If you summon them, that's what they look like. So Kefka got blown away. Sucks to be him. And the gate's closed again. It's really closed. Okie dokie. Oh, it is gonna make me walk back? No. Interesting. I don't remember this at all. Oh well. We have to walk back. We have to walk back. Whoa. Edgar certainly beefed up over the course of this dungeon. The brothers making very quick work of these enemies. Yeah, I don't remember that shortcut at all, but whatever. Quick save. Back through the base. Well, again, that explains why it was empty, because... Is there a thing over here? Hold on one second. That explains why it was empty, because this was all an elaborate trap anyways. Nope. So we're heading back to Vector, following the espers. This is not actually a fight, it's just they wanted to use this perspective. More of these espers coming through. I like how Locke in the scene is an all-inclusive protector. He's not just trying to save the ladies, he's protecting Setzer as well. Although I suppose Setzer is a very beautiful man, so maybe Locke has him confused. Oh, crap. Well, hopefully I didn't need to do anything else for a little while. I like how Setzer put Edgar in control of the airship while he was wandering around the deck. Makes sense. Edgar's the other machine-oriented character. Oh boy. We've taken some damage, folks. I think we may be going down. It's been an honor being your captain. I hope you'll remember me fondly. Yeah, we crashed. Oh well. These things happen. Alright. Time to skedaddle. I forget where we crash. I think we have to walk a little bit. We need to head to Vector either way, but I think we have to walk a little bit to get there. How's everybody's stats doing? He's about to get a level up, but I think that's okay. I think I put Shout on him, right? Yeah, a little hit point boost. Can't hurt. Yeah, so we're down south right now. Gotta hike back to Vector. It's fine. Everything's fine. Seven's catching up to Mog's giant hit point lead. Oh, whoops. I forgot we're not still in the cave. Remember back when that Aura Bolt just really shredded everybody? I mean, at this point, these guys aren't going to be much of a threat, but... yeah, we might get some nice free heals from Mog's Wind Song. Learned all those spells, so I guess we can move her off of. Yeah, Float's another one of those spells that is not super useful, but which one are the other magic points? Okay, we'll slap. She can team up with her dad for a while. Float's, yeah, one of those spells that really is pretty useless, except in about 2 situations where it's extremely vital. So it'll be good to have a few of our magic users with that spell. Uh-oh. That's interesting. Is he gonna pull the dance off either way? Huh, I wonder how that's going to handle. So he got berserked, but he's dancing, so is he going to stick with the dance, or is he going to... Oh, the reason that guy took a ton of damage from that is because... what is he equipped? Hold on. Bismarck. Because that does an MP... Oh, a strength boost. Yeah, that's fine. So you may be notice. Oh, that spell did a ton of damage because he's a flying enemy, and that was a wind spell. And wind spells do more to flying enemies. So you may notice that there's obviously a lot of dances that Mog has not learned, and how many different types of territory can there be? Well, we'll go around. There's a few other ones. There's snow. There's city. There's water, which you can only learn in this first chunk of the game. So we'll do a little aside to make sure he gets his water ability, even though, again, they're much more effective in the territories that you're using them in. So since there isn't any more water territory after this first chunk of the game, it's pretty worthless, but we'll do it anyways. Hey, Mog healed us all up right before we get to where we're going. That's nice of him. Drop a quick save. Actually, keep saving here. We'll pop into the city. Hey, look, it's our buds, the returners. And everything's on fire. And the Narsh folks, too. So we did, I guess the plan worked. We did attack this place. It's funny, though, because if you go inside... Oh, no, they're gone. Interesting. There are still some people in a few of the houses, I remember. Yeah, this lady's still here. The heal lady. Although I wonder if she still stayed because she is technically a returner. Yeah, the merchant's like, well, shop's on fire, but gotta make some bucks. Alright. Yeah, so as you can tell, the Esper is attacked. I don't know if it's gonna let me go wander back into the Magitech research facility. Won't let me do it. No, dead end. I don't think you can get back in there ever again. So hopefully I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so the Esper is attacked and just lit this whole place up. I think there's people in the bar too still. Oh, no, they all left. So the bar and the inn evacuated, but the shops are still here. Hey, and there's Bannon. I love how he acts kind of incredulous, as if you didn't do exactly what he told you to do. and Arbus is like, really, Mom, I'm just holding it for a friend. This doesn't sound suspicious at all. The city was on fire when we got here. So you remember before when we came here, I backed out before I got all the way in. Because you get attacked here. Well, now we are going all the way into the Lion's Den. We're going to meet with the Emperor. Interesting. War's over. Alright. Cool. There he is. Let's talk to these guys first. Again, the Star Wars reference. I mean, those guys clearly look like Emperor Palpatine's royal guards. Well, how things change. Hey, it's Sid. Remember this guy? Wearing a rain slicker indoors. So, we understand what's going on now. I like to imagine they both said that in unison like a Greek chorus. real tonal whiplash going on here. Okay, so now there's a little mini game we have to play where we have to go around and we have to talk to as many soldiers as we possibly can. And the more we talk to, the more points we get. And the more points we get some neat little bonuses. But we are timed. It's usually... Okay, these guys don't count. I thought they did. It's usually not too hard to get everybody, though. Oops. Okay, there's some treasure kicking around here, too, which I'm trying to remember where's... Yeah, we'll come back for that. We don't need to waste our time. It's usually not too hard to get just about everybody. And I apologize, I am going to kind of skim through these quickly because I want to... Oh yeah, sometimes you gotta fight them, but they're just these guys, which are well below our pay grade at this point. We should be able to handily shred these guys. But as you can see, we're almost through a... Oh, and Mog learned his dance. It's almost been a minute, so we do have to kind of move quickly. I think there's about 20 some odd soldiers. No, get out of the way. We have to talk to this. We're fighting a guy on a toilet. I oppose peace. Well, tough noogies, buddy. There's usually a fair amount of time to get to everybody. Alright, come on. Yeah, whatever. Alright, as long as we don't get stuck somewhere, we should be okay. We also do not need to talk to Kefka. He does not count. But it's interesting, you get some different perspectives here from these folks. There's one guy in here, I think. Yeah. Sneaky hiding guy. You know, sometimes it'll be like, oh, don't waste your time with the guys that want to fight because they'll just slow you down, but oh, come on. It's fine. There's plenty of time to talk to everybody, and they do still count. And you want to try to get as many as possible, because... I did talk to that guy, right? Sure, we'll say sure. Oh, that sucks. And back down we go. Guys in here. Grab that. We can come back for the treasure chests, but as long as we're walking right past them, it's okay. Alright, yeah, that's Kefka's in there. He does not count, and he talks for a very long time. Alright, almost done. Whatever. Come on. We got 30 seconds. We gotta talk to one more guy. Alright. Alright, I think that was all of them. 24. We can go poke our head in for Kefka, and we'll talk to him later. We did it, everybody. We did it. love how this little teddy bear guy gets to have dinner with the Emperor. Alright, so now here, this is actually another little mini game. The Emperor will ask you a bunch of questions, and depending on how you answer them, you get different amounts of points. I'm pretty sure I remember all the good answers. To our hometowns. You want to toast to our hometowns. Nice and diplomatic. You're not picking sides. So we can leave him in jail, pardon him, or execute him. I believe we want to leave him in jail. Again, kind of the middle road. So, what do we say about the poisoning of Doma? I believe we want to say that that was inexcusable. Yeah, that was inexcusable. You want to trust Celis. Yay. She was a real hero all along. I think we want to ask each of these questions. We want to ask each of these questions once, but we don't want to repeat anything. Ugh, so many questions. I guess that makes sense. Alright, that's good enough. We can talk about the espers now. Well, I mean, you did suck the life force out of all of their friends. I mean... Well, this is the correct answer. You want to blame it on the espers. If you answer correctly, which, I mean, we went right in order. Why did you need to know that, Geshtal? Take a break from the dinner. We do want to take a break, actually, and we want to... that gives you more points if you don't take a break. And we want to go around and talk to these folks. You can brawl with the troopers. You actually get points for fighting the special forces. And it's actually good because they get added to the Velt now, so we can fight these guys later. Gao can learn their abilities, which are kind of nothing. The one-hit kill didn't work. Come on, kill the right one, Sat. No. No, this should be enough. Yep. Hey, Sabin learned his last ability. I don't think they say anything else. We can actually change Sabin off of his this thing now. He's still got a ways to go before he gains a level. Alright. I'm gonna go back. Yes. war is truly over, is what we want him to say. It's very responsible of you. Yes, we will. We have to. I mean, that's the way the plot goes. Hey, we get to team up with General... Where did he come from? We get to team up with General Leo at last. He's getting called out for the poisoning, even though he didn't really do it. But that's a neat little bit of speech that you only get if Sabin or Cyan are in your party. There he is. Protective instinct coming out again. For some reason, this abrupt turn towards peace doesn't seem right to Locke. I can't imagine why. Alright, so... I don't know if we get all their gear back either. Which... that could be a problem. So now we're just down to Locke and Terra. It's just the two of them. Let's see... sprint shoes though. And let's see. I hope I got all those. Okay, I got everybody's espers back, so that's important, and hopefully I got their gear as well. Teach Locke some cure magic. How's his levels doing? He's leveled up a little bit. Alright. So, actually, before we wrap up for the day, there's one fellow that I want to talk. Here he is. And this is where we get our rewards for talking to people and answering questions correctly. Yay! So now we can we can go back to South Figaro and Doma Castle. This is what unlocks that secret base, which we will be stopping in because there's a whole bunch of treasure there. And then we get some freebies too. Tintinabar, that's useful. Charm Bangle, also very good. I think that's the most you can get. I don't think there's anything else you can get because I think we got a perfect score. And we can talk to our team. Let's just grab those two treasure chests that we didn't take. A couple of useful relics. We'll have a quick chat with our buddy Kefka, and we'll call it a day. Oh. Cyan's just in here staring him down. Yeah, if you do this during the the time that you're trying to talk to those soldiers, you're going to lose a lot of time. So even in prison, Kefka can screw you over. I'm sorry, you're in prison for your horrible, horrible war crimes, you jerk. Alright, well, we've covered a lot of ground here. We're nearing the halfway point of the game. Yeah, nobody's put these fires out. Yeah, me too, buddy. Alright, so on that note, I think we'll wrap up for today. Thank you, as always, for joining me for this Let's Play. I hope you're enjoying and finding this a fun, calming activity. So until next time, I've been Mike, and I will see you soon. You all have a great week.